Have you ever been to a business event or a networking event and whether you go in excited or whether you're nervous about meeting new people, you end up walking out having had great conversations, meeting great people, and excited for whether it's the leads you generated or the how you can support their business or the partnerships that you may have found. And so the next day, you get back into your office and you pick up the first call and it says Derek, and you give Derek a call and you leave him a message and you're really excited and Derek never calls back. Or you pick up the next card and it's Radha and you write her an email and you don't hear back. Or you pick up the phone and you talk to Michael and you reach him, but he's really not as interested as you thought he was, even though you had a great conversation. And it goes on to the point where you start get back into your old business routine, and that stack of business cards starts collecting a stack of dust. And I often wonder about my business cards and where they end up on other people's desks and if they turn into stacks of dust too. That's happening all around the world. Millions of business meetings are happening, and maybe 5% of them turn into business, and 95% are a waste of time. Not necessarily because they're not qualified, but because the follow-up isn't there or easy or systematized. Imagine if in one email template, which we're going to give you, or if you haven't downloaded already, you're going to get it in the sales booking formula. In one email, you've got sales booked in your calendar within 24 hours. I remember the first day it happened to me, and it was exciting. And we are going to share that with you right now. My name is Heather Ramsey, and I'm founder and head trainer at ReWired WorldWide, and we love and do work with entrepreneurs every day, boosting their business, boosting their success, boosting their sales, boosting their sanity. That's why we call it the dual approach to business. We work on your outer game of building your business and your sales techniques in easy, successful, proven ways, and we also work on the inner game of your sanity, of removing that doubt and anchoring in the certainty of the value that you exchange in the marketplace. So what I want to do now is share with you, and if you haven't downloaded already, the sales booking formula. So a warning would be that you don't just download this and try to do it on your own, because you might miss one of the key pieces, and don't just watch this video without downloading the exact email template and the strategy here, because it may not make sense. You might not get the wording right. So these two work hand in hand. And really what I promised you in this video is that, and really in this mini training that I'm bringing to you, is that within minutes you will have a strategy for the life of your business to be able to revive those old dead leads or those stack of dusty business cards, and be able to have sales booked in your calendar within 24 hours. And also within this Double Your Sales Bootcamp, this 4-part series that I encourage you to really watch each day this week, is that you're going to have the key strategies that we use with our entrepreneurs. And finally, that I would be so bold to say that this Doubling Your Success Bootcamp is shall we say, the second best training for your business and your success and your sales and your sanity on the internet today, second only to the full Rewired for Success program. So I want to encourage you, if you haven't, to download this sales booking formula, and really to, for a moment, anchor in the best and the worst, the before and after. Because as I shared with you, there are millions of meetings going on every day in business and in your life. How many of you had in the last week? Maybe you haven't had enough, and that's a whole nother problem that we can solve for you in the Doubling Your Sales Bootcamp. But when you do go networking, when you go to business, as opposed to having this, I even went so far, and not just having stacks of business cards, but I said, okay, Heather, I'm going to start sorting my business cards, and I'm going to put them in categories of who they're relevant to. For which business? Is it for Univera? Is it for sustainability? Is it for the energy business? Is it for stock exec, etc.? And even that didn't work until I discovered this very simple formula where, in fact, in one move, you can actually have sales booked into your calendar. So I want you, if you haven't yet, to pause the video and download the sales booking formula. And I really want to say that not only can I promise that you'll be able to do this within 24 hours, But I want to say that whether you're, I described 3 different types of entrepreneurs in relation to business, and they're sort of casual handles, but I think they're important to really anchor in here, which is you may be a rookie, you may be rolling, or you may be rocking it. This will help no matter which phase you're at in your business. The sales booking formula is going to help you. Whether you're a rookie, meaning you're just starting into business, or you've started into business but you're really stumbling in terms of booking sales, this is absolutely going to nail it for you. Maybe you're the second category, rolling along, and you've actually, you booked some sales, you've sold and closed some deals, yet there's not a consistent rhythm for you. This is definitely going to bring in that rhythm for you. Or you may be rocking it, that third level, entrepreneurial sales and business insanity, where you've got a product, you've got a rhythm for booking sales, you've got a rhythm for closing sales, yet you want to systematize that so you've got some more time freedom. Whichever category you're in, whether you're rookie, rolling it, or rocking it, this sales booking formula is going to support you in your business right now. So in the next few minutes, you're going to have a strategy for life. So let me walk you through it. I'm going to do it in 2 different ways, and these 2 ways are in the sales booking formula as well. And they're very simple. One is a simple way, and it's only 2 simple moves. And the second way is a more savvy way. So I'm going to walk each of you through the more simple version first, and then I'll walk you through the savvy version of the sales booking formula. So in a nutshell, the simple version of getting sales booked into your calendar within 24 hours. And I tell you, I remember the day one booking came in after another to my email, and I almost couldn't believe my eyes. And then I clicked over to my calendar, and I looked at my calendar, I'm like, oh my God, there they are. And then they actually showed up, and we had those calls. And yes, some of them turned into sales. And that was extremely exciting in the first week after that event, or in the first week when you revive those old dead leads. So 2 simple moves. One you set up once and never have to do again, and then the second one you just send out the email. So I'm going to start with the one move that you do once, and that is to, if you don't have already, get some sort of calendar scheduling software. And if you don't know what I mean, look up a couple of them. Are in ReWired, we use Time Trade. In the other business I run, Stock Exec, we use Schedule Once. So whether you use Time Trade or Schedule Once or any of the calendar scheduling software, get one. They'll save your business and your sanity in your life. So you go into or get a scheduler, an online scheduling software, and you literally go in there and create an event where they can book your calendar. And I would recommend, say, for 30 minutes, and each software is different, but you basically book slots in your calendar. That's it. And that program turns that into one link. So you will have one link, and that's the link that you're going to put into your one email. So you set that up once. You set up your scheduler once, and right here, and you create one link. And that link is going to go into your email. So watch this. The second and only move that you're going to make is to send out one email. And you can send it custom written to each person if you wish. No problem, absolutely. Or you can blind copy it and send it to 100 people if you met them at an event. The template, the actual wording is in here in your sales booking formula that I've given you. So the actual wording, you can adapt it, of course. But I would suggest for the title of your email that you don't put, following up with you. It just feels very kind of backstage language or kind of formulaic. And I wouldn't necessarily put your business name because they don't necessarily remember you or remember your name, or it may feel, as Dean Jackson would say, too much cheese. Too much whiskers and not enough cheese. It sort of feels too much like salesy, shall we say. What I tend to do in the title is I put the name of the event because they knew that they were there. And so, this is about, let's say you met at the Board of Trade. And so, I was just at the Board of Trade yesterday. I better open that. So let's say, and I can't write it all here, but let's say I've written out Board of Trade, and I'll often add in action because I'm about putting things into action. So that might be the title of your email, which is wherever you met. Could be Chamber of Commerce in action, could be BNI Business Networking Group in action. Whatever it is, wherever you met, put that in the title. That's my suggestion, and put in action after it, and maybe even an exclamation mark, depending on how you like to communicate. And then again, I've given you exactly right here the template for what you want to write, and whether you customize it to an individual person, hello Janice, Fred, Alice, or whether you leave it and blind copy 5 or 50, 500 people. I wouldn't suggest 500, but regardless, whether you blind copy it, you can just start with just a quick note before this week is out to say, great to connect at, and fill in that event. So again, it's front and center in their mind. Oh yeah, we met at that event. This must be important. Happy to support you in your biz, whether through, and you might name their businesses and or yours. So happy to support your business through, in my case, ReWired or Stock Exec, the businesses that I bring, or however we can discover working together. I made it easy for us by putting a few time slots in my calendar, and I actually mention the days so it's finite. There's a sense of scarcity. They're going to run out. The clock's going to tick over. So I made it easy for us to put I put a few slots in my calendar next Monday, Wednesday, or this Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So, and then I put the link right there, that same link from Time Trade or from Schedule Once. I put it right in the email, the link right there. So all they have to do is click and book, click and book. Would it be great? Wouldn't it be great if we booked one before they expire? Or it would be great if you book one before they expire, so we can follow up and create great results for each other. Boom, done. Here's to creating some win-wins, or onward and upward, or here's to champions, however you want to sign off and put your name. So I've given you the template there. It's cookie cutter. It's proven. I have had sales calls booked into my calendar within 24 hours of an event, sending this out, period, case closed. So if you never learn anything from us again, you know you've got this sales booking formula now. And that's the simple version. And you could literally click off this training right now and you would be complete. You would have the simple version of how to do this. And I realize that some of you are more rolling it or rocking it in your business, and you may have other components of your business that are worth integrating into this post-event book sales in your calendar within 24 hours. So I added a few pieces that may, mark my words, may be relevant to your business. If they're not, no problem. You could just be future pacing and seeing where your business is going next. So the last two steps in this more savvy version, so version number 2, the more, shall we say, savvy, number 2, this is number 1, the more savvy version, these 2 steps still exist in the more savvy version, and you may want to front and load a few steps, and you may want to systematize and outsource to your virtual assistants. Whether you have them already, which we do and we encourage you to do, a whole nother training in ReWired for Business, or whether you're looking to get virtual assistants in your business, here's how I would do it. Literally, you as the entrepreneur, if you systematize this process, all you have to do is scan in the business cards after the event, and your virtual team with this process in the sales booking formula will literally take care of everything. And so the steps go like this. You're going to simply, let's say these are the business cards, not necessarily great drawing here, but let's say these are the business cards, and you've got them up on an 8.5 by 11 or in your scanner. Hopefully you've got a scanner. You take a picture on your phone more realistically. And so all you do is and I'll put this in a different color so it shows up a little better, you're going to scan the business cards in, or you're going to take a photo of them, however it is, and get them to your virtual team. And if you have, and this is again for the more savvy, if you have a lead generation system, if you have a lead magnet, for instance, we have a mini business results accelerator that at networking events I offer to prospects. So if you have a lead magnet or a lead generating system, so let's say you've got, actually I'm going to do that third. Let's say you've got a lead magnet. I'm going to put your lead magnet here. I get excited about lead magnets. You've got a lead magnet. But first, let's say you have a CRM, a customer relations management system, or simply a database where you put your contacts. So if you have a customer relations management system, all you have to do as the entrepreneur, remember this, is scan in the business cards. Then your virtual team will do these steps. Watch and mark my words. And this happens in ReWired, and it's like silk, and it's beautiful. So your virtual team then enters in the contacts in your database, in your Excel spreadsheet, in your Infusionsoft, or whatever it is, in your customer relations management system. They, if the client has asked for it, also opt them in. Let's say you have a lead magnet system where you've got, they enter their name and their email address, and you offer them, say, in our case, the Business Results Accelerator, or some freemium, or some free gift. If you have a lead magnet already, then again, you can get your admin team to opt that person in so they receive the lead magnet that you offer to your clients, whatever freemium it is that gives free value to your clients, or that is free that gives great value to your clients or new prospects. So all you do is scan in the business cards. Your admin team will enter them into your customer relations system and opt them into whatever your lead magnet is. Then from there, it's exactly as the simple system is, which is then your admin team will actually send out that email for you. And then magic, your prospects will have that link to your calendar, and they will book time Monday to Friday, tick, tick, or star, however you want to do it, in your calendar. You have booked sales calls in your calendar. So these last two moves in email and in calendar are exactly the same as the simple version. There's an email that goes out with a link that goes to your calendar. That's it. And if you are more of a roll in it, more of a rock in it entrepreneur that has lead magnets, or that has a customer relations system, or that has a virtual assistant team, of which I would encourage you, and we help build all our entrepreneurs all of these business assets. All you need to do as the entrepreneur after a networking event is scan in the business cards, or take a photo of the business cards. That's it. And the rest of it happens elegantly, easily, and naturally, and books sales into your calendar. That's exciting, and it's entirely possible whether you even start with the simple version and then eventually work your way up to the savvy version. Right now today, I am sure you've got dead leads, old leads, dusty old business cards that you can dust off and send a note saying, hey, we met at such and such a place. Really excited still to have a conversation with you. I've made it easy for us. I've booked some slots in my calendar only for this Thursday, Friday, or Monday. So before they expire, do us both a favor. Just click on this link and book a time in my calendar so you and I can have a real conversation and boost each other's businesses. That's the email. The template's there in the sales booking formula. And really, that's it. That's what I'm inviting you to do on this first piece of the Double Your Sales Bootcamp. So hopefully, at least the simple version is simple for you. And if you're excited about the savvy version, go for it. Now, you may be one of those quick starts and super excited and going, I'm already hitting the ground running, I'm crafting my email, I'm booking spots in my calendar. Or you may be like, okay, easy for you to say, Heather, okay, now I've got these sales calls booked in my calendar, now what? I have trouble asking for the sale. I have trouble closing the sale. Well, that's exactly, and I know because I work with entrepreneurs, and exactly what we've designed in the second part of this Doubling Your Sales Bootcamp, which is an entire sales closing checklist. The before, the during, and the after of every successful sale. And again, we've taken a long time to write you a shorter letter, as Ernest Hemingway would say. A long time to write you a shorter checklist of exactly how to succeed. So for now, download the sales booking formula and book those sales in your calendar today. Leave some comments about how excited you are, about how this has worked for you, and book time in your calendar in the next few days when we release to you the second piece of this Doubling Your Sales Bootcamp, which is the sales closing checklist. We're excited for you. This is just the beginning. Imagine in 24 hours, you're going to go from dead leads and dead stacks of dusty old business cards to actually one email booking sales calls in your calendar in 24 hours. Enjoy it, book them, and be with us in the next few days when we release the second part of the Doubling Your Sales Bootcamp, which is Sales Closing Checklist. We're excited for you. Heather Ramsey, ReWired for Success, rewiring you for higher success and sales and sanity in business and in your world. Cheers, and until soon.